Rolling the ball up and down the fingers. And into the palm. And the pad to the pinky. And the thumb. And down to the wrists. And across the knuckles. And we'll keep the ball in the palm, interlace the fingers and squeeze. And release. And squeeze. And release. And squeeze one more time. And release. And we'll go around the back. Switch, 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 and hinge at the waist and go through the legs, switch, switch, switch. Leave the ball on the ground. Assess, oops, sorry. Step on the cat's tail. Assess how the feet are feeling. And step on the ball right in the middle of the foot 3 times. Go up to the knuckles, once on each. Roll across the knuckles. Roll across the top of the heel. Put the ball just below the first knuckle and press down. At the side of the top of the heel. And press down. Middle of the 5th metatarsal. Press down. Roll down each of the bones from the knuckle to the top of the heel. And scribble. Three, two, one, release, reassess, and go to the other foot 3 times in the middle. Knuckles, roll across the knuckles, roll across the top of the heel, press down on the 3 spots, roll down the bones, and scribble. Three, two, one, release. Get the ball out of the way and shake the tree. And center. Twist at the waist, swing the arms. And center with some ocean wave breathing. Fingers and thumb at the base of the spine. Step to one side at 45 degrees and gather in starlight. And center. Same thing the other way. And center. Let's do 16 steps with each foot. And then 16 elbows towards the knee. Do an 8 of those. And then slap the back of the heel with the opposite hand. In front, 8 times. And then behind 8 times. And then come across with a step 8 times each way. And just walk, march, or jog. We were going to do the standing core for the legs, mostly swinging the legs back and forth. Today, no squats involved. And got 5 Tibetans in the after class. So you can keep doing what you're doing if you'd like, or pick it up a bit to get the heart rate going. Be safe, whatever you do. I think, what am I going to do? I've run today. I think I'll just hop in 5, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4. 12. 20. 28, 29, and 30. Miss, come here. And take a couple of breaths. And interlace your fingers. Raise the hands up overhead. Come up on your toes if you can. Otherwise, just reach. And then come down and lean back if you can. Back to center, bend to one side. And then bend to the other. Come back to center. Lower your hands to the chest and press out. Come on down, interlace the fingers behind the back and raise the hands up. And come down and shrug. Roll back. Roll forward. Extend your arms and rotate. Reverse. One palm down, one palm up, flip flop. Bring one arm across the body, press in at the elbow or above. And then the other. Bring the first arm behind the back, press down and in on the elbow. And then the other. Grab both elbows, rock side to side. Extend the arms with the fingers up and pull back on the fingers. Fingers down. Flopped. Wiggle the fingers. Make a fist. Other hand. Up. Down. and flopped. Come on down and rotate the neck. And reverse. Nod. Go over the shoulder. Center. Tuck in your head and peck like a mourning dove. And let's go into a side lunge. And switch to the other side. And come on up and grab a stick. It is GymStick Day. I'm going to start with some dynamic swimmers in one direction. And then in the other. And then hold the stick up overhead and go back and forth. Bring it down to the waist. Twist at the waist. And then bring it down to the top of the knees. Bring your hands around between the knees in the front. Hinge at the waist. And tug up. Bring the stick around the front. Hold on with two hands near the top. Step back, or you can be at the top also. Hinge at the waist and stretch the shoulders and arms and upper body. Come on up. Bring the stick across the body with one hand. Bring the other hand up underneath the armpit. Hinge at the waist slightly. Stretch as you tug on that shoulder. And come on back up. Bring the stick across with the other arm. And repeat. Bring the stick to the side of the leg. Press out with the top hand. Pull in with the bottom hand as you hinge at the waist. Same thing on the other side. Bring the stick in front of one leg, bring the toes about 6 inches away and drop the stick to the collarbone. Slide your hands down, lift the sole up, and if you want you can wiggle it back and forth. Come on up, do the same thing on the other leg, or with the other leg. Come on up, press the sole of the first foot against the stick. And then the other. You're going to bring one foot in front, bend at the knee, back foot is behind you, you're on the ball of your foot as you come down to stretch the hip flexors. Switch the position of the legs. Come on up. Hold on to one foot by the ankle or the shin or the toes. And then the other. Stretching the quads. And we'll come down, we'll leave it at that, put the stick in the middle, hold on with two hands, one hand or a finger or two. Come up on your toes and back on your heels, holding for a second in each position. Let's do it 15 times. Come up to 10. And 15. All right. We'll put the stick down unless you want to hold on to it as we do leg kicks and things like that. You can also hold on to or have near you the back of a chair or a wall or a pole in case you lose your balance. But we're just going to do, to start, 10 kicks in front. Go as high as feels safe for you and no higher. And then the other leg, 10 times. And we're going to kick behind, keeping the knee unbent. And then 10 on the other. And then we're going to go laterally. And then with the other foot. And 10. Now we're going to bring the foot across, tap, and go back. And then the other way. And then we're bending the knee this time to do some butt kicks. Other one. And then some hip rotations, only go high as feels safe again. Hold on to a stick or a pole or a wall if you need to. Other leg. And we're going to go knee to the same elbow. Don't have to touch. 10 times each way. And then finally, crossing our arms and knee to the opposite elbow. If you find this too difficult, then just do what you just did. Knee to the same elbow. And take a couple of deep breaths. Good job. Everybody look good. Going to do the ha breath today again. So it's a nice, big, deep, three-dimensional inhale through the nose, and then exhale through the mouth, making the sound nice and slowly. In traditional Haru breathing, you want to do it as long as you can, you know, up to 40 seconds, 50 seconds if you can, but we're not doing that. We're doing about 10. We'll do 5 rounds. Here we go. And then take 2 regular breaths as you rub those hands together to cultivate chi. And form a chi ball. Center. 2 breaths. And open your heart. Pause on this inhale. Exhale. Send it out. Center. 2 breaths. And bring down heavenly chi. Go down, gather it up. And namaste.
Thanks, Tom.
Hey, Mira. Very welcome. Have a nice one.
You too.
Thanks, Tom. Have a good day.
Okay, Bill, you too. Take care.
See you later.
All
Bye-bye.
right. Maureen, you with me? Okay. I'm going to do the Tibetans. I'm going to take a sip of coffee.
Okay. Tibetans are good.
Good. Good, good. I was going to do them down in the river last night, and all of a sudden it was dark. It's that time of year. It's getting darker earlier. All right, up to 11. Very good. Take 2 breaths as I switch the camera, and I will meet you at the floor. Hands are by the side traditionally, and the legs are extended traditionally. But to modify, you can bring the soles of the feet to the floor. You can put your hands under the small of the back for support back there if you need it, or under the head if you need neck support. In the modified version, as the head, neck, and shoulders come up, so do the feet off the floor. In the unmodified, of course, You extend your legs, head, neck, and shoulders, and legs come up, and that's one. I'm going to just do 11 of these today. Do whatever works for you. 2. And when you're done, take 2 deep energizing breaths. Coming over on our knees. Hands are on the back of the thighs or on the glutes. You can just rock back from your knees if you can't do back extensions. But if you can, because your spine is up to it, do so in comfort. Up to 11. And then when you're done, take 2 deep breaths. Sit down. Hands can be behind your back, but normally they're at the hips. Fingers facing forward. But I also place them backwards, so I switch halfway through. Just slightly different pressure on the arms and shoulders. Legs can be extended in the unmodified version, or soles are on the floor in the modified. I'm going to do unmodified, do what's right for you again, and we'll do 11. Inverted tables. 1, 2, and coming down, take 2 breaths. And turn around on all fours. From tabletop we go into Cobra in the modified version. Unmodified started down dog and into up dog. I'm going to do 11 unmodified, but do what's right for you. And then come around, sit down, cross your legs, however feels right this morning. Going to rotate it the waist either sitting up or bending down. 6 times in one direction, 5 in the other. We're going to stretch out in front on the last round and do our box breathing. 4 in, 4 hold, 4 out, 4 hold. Do it over the left knee then and right. And then we'll switch the position of the legs and do the same thing. Here we go. I'm stretching out in front and doing my box breathing. Going over to the left knee, then repeat it. And then the right knee. Coming up. Something on. Oh, did I don't think I switched the feet, did I? Okay, switching the feet. Sorry. Position of the feet, and we'll do 5 in the original, 6 in the reverse, and then do the box breathing. Starting now. And stretch it out. To the left knee. And right knee. But up this time, for real, something on.
You had me confused.
I had me confused.
I thought you had changed